Hey y'all, I am making one of our favorite family treats today, and it's one of Pampered Chef's recipes actually, and it is warm nutty caramel brownies. And I'm just using a Duncan Hines brownie mix, and I'm mixing it. We want a cake-like, you know, sometimes they have the fudgy brownie mix and the cake-like. So we want this to be the cake-like brownie. So per box instructions, I'm just adding 3 tablespoons of water. I've already got 3 eggs in there and 2/3 cup oil. So you mix the brownie mix just as the box instructions say so. So I'm going to go ahead and stir this up a little bit. I'm going to cook these in our stone bar pan. It's the larger one. Years ago they called it the large stone bar pan, but now it's just called the stone bar pan. And if you have ever cooked on stoneware, you know that I'm going to have some delicious brownies. Okay, so I'm getting this mixed up really quick. There's no need to grab a hand mixer out. Just give it a good whirl. And in this, we're also going to add some brown sugar. Then that's not on the box recipe. So the whole recipe that I'm going to be sharing with you will say 3/4 cup of brown sugar, but divided. We're going to use the other 1/2 cup of that 3/4 cup brown sugar on top in just a minute. So I'll show you that too. I'm using the large batter bowl. I do like using my little kids' plastic bowl, but I also love using this one because you can see the bottom, see the sides, and make sure that you've got all of that batter mixed up nicely. Okay, the other thing that and the last thing that I'm going to add in here is chocolate chips. So we're going to reserve a 1/2 cup of these, and I went ahead and opened them. So in the silicone prep bowl, because I'm going to be melting this chocolate, I'm reserving 1/2 cup of those chocolate chips. Maybe just a little bit. I lost a chip. Maybe just a little bit more because I love the chocolate drizzled on the top. And then I'm going to add the rest of those right in my brownie mix. Okay? So this is really the last thing that I have to put in here. These are so good. And when I get these in the pan, I will show you where the name caramel comes into this recipe, because they are called nutty caramel brownies. And the nuts, I've got my pecans here ready also. Let me move this out of the way. All right, get my bar pan over it. I have one of the newer bar pans, so I spritz just a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. The new one, you can be recognized by the pattern on the bottom. And the new ones are also broiler safe as well as dishwasher safe. So I'm going to spritz it just because mine hasn't been used that much. And you know, if you have stoneware, it gets darker as you use it, and it seasons itself. So let's see if I can get all this mixed in here quickly. All right. I need to get my other scooping spread tool because it gets out every last drop as well. But the spatulas that we have, this one is the spoon and scrape, and it scrapes also. It scrapes well too. Okay. All right, so let me get this spread out. I've got the oven preheating at 375 degrees. Oh, this is going to be a pan full of deliciousness. My sister's coming a little later, so I'm hoping to have these done before she gets here. So I don't eat them all. I can send part of them home with her. Okay. I'm just going to take my fingers, and they are clean, so y'all don't come at me for using my fingers. My sister would even lick that right off my fingers. She won't mind if I use my finger. Okay, so now the other part for the top of this, and I reserved, let me make sure, look at the directions. Yes, I reserved 1/2 cup of that 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and I've got it right here in this bowl. And I've got some pecans that I keep chopped up all the time because I bake a lot of things, but I don't have enough. So I've got the food chopper, and I'm going to just put some more. You can use salty nuts like peanuts if you want to, but I like using the pecans. So I'm gonna put them right in here and just chop them up and then dump those right in my brown sugar mixture. And I'll do these other few that I had out here and add them in there. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave that chopper out because I need to have some more chopped up for my freezer. I like when I'm chopping them to go ahead and chop a bunch up at one time. So when I need them already chopped, they're in the freezer chopped up for me. So that's a good prep ahead tip for you. When you're chopping them, just keep your chopper out and then keep you some already chopped up and diced up in pieces. All right, so now we're going to take, my oven just beeped, it's ready for me. That was perfect timing. We're going to take this brown sugar and peanut or pecans, you can use peanuts, mixture and sprinkle all over the top, and in the oven they will go. And when they're done, I will come back on and finish them up for you. I'll finish this off camera too. So the caramel comes in from the Rolos. I tried to buy the individually, the ones that were not wrapped, but they sent the ones that, I did my groceries online, they sent them wrapped. So this Rolo is chocolate with caramel inside. So when they're done and they're hot out of the oven, I'll come back on and we're going to place these caramels in there also. And then drizzle I'll be melting this chocolate and we'll drizzle that over top too with some more pecans. So y'all stay tuned and I'll be back shortly. Okay, y'all, the brownies are done and I have literally just taken them this second right out of the oven. So I'm gonna tilt this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I have got my Rolos already unwrapped. So while the brownies are still hot, I'm going to press these down in the brownies. I'm gonna do a few rows and do them all the way across. And then I have got some chopped up. These are so good. I cannot wait. And I did get them done before my sister got here. So maybe they'll be cooled and ready to slice by the time she does get here. All right, so I've got some more pecans chopped up and I've got some Rolos. I didn't unwrap enough, y'all. I'll finish unwrapping them. I need about 6 more. I thought I had done enough. Look at that. That looked delicious. So that's got the caramel. See those pieces there? It's got the caramel inside. If you've never had a piece of Rolo, I got the dark chocolate with the salted caramel, just because that's what I like. So I'm going to go ahead and let me get my chocolate out of the microwave. I forgot I had put chocolate in there. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle. I crushed these nuts a little finer than I did the first batch that you saw me do. So I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle the other half a cup of nuts on top. And then I will take the Rolos that I cut up and sprinkle them over the top. It's got to be good, y'all, right? It's a lot of sweet, but it's good. And by the time this warms, this caramel on top will be melted some too. Trying to sticks together, so I'm trying to hurry, but I'm trying to keep them apart. Ooh, that pan's hot. And just place them. I do better. I'm OCD, so it's got to be kind of placed right for me. Who else is OCD? I am definitely, my girls would tell you that I definitely am. I just want it to be spread out evenly. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. All right, so I'll move this out of the way. Try to tilt this down a little more so you can see more of it instead of me. And I'll get my chocolate. I love using the silicone prep bowls because they're lightweight and flexible. And now I can just drizzle the chocolate in this same bowl right over top. Now you can take your spatula and just, I think I got that not drizzled, not melted quite enough. You can take your spatula and just drizzle like this, or I may have to heat it some more, y'all. But with the squeezable pour spout, yeah, it's got to be drizzled. It needs melting a little bit more. But you get the idea. I won't keep you on for that. But with the silicone prep bowl, you're able to squeeze it, and it's got that pour spout. It's working pretty good. I only did it for 45 seconds in the microwave, and I usually do it for about a minute. But I thought that it would be long enough. It's a lot of chocolate. And I still have a lot in there. So I'll warm that a little bit more and pour that over them. And once I get them sliced, I'll take a picture. It's too hot for me to slice them right this minute, but I will use either my spatula, the nylon spatula, or my nylon knife. You could actually even use your pizza cutter if you want to, but I like using the nylon knife. It doesn't seem to tear the brownie mix as much. So I'll take a picture and put it at the end, and as always, I will share this recipe in the comments. Thanks, y'all have a great day. Bye-bye. Pictures don't do them justice, so I had to show you. Don't they look delicious? That is a big stoneware pan full of goodness.